this time. Uh, Now, there's a couple different conflicting news stories about this. Either way, whether the young man hung himself, committed suicide, or um, was hung or murdered. Um, what's going on, guys? Thanks for joining in. I think I got this together now. Alert didn't go out first time I hit this button. So this young man right here, I want you guys to see this really quick, and then we're gonna talk about it. Uh, Tamon Blair, I believe is that's how you pronounce that, found lynched but death ruled as suicide in his. He's a truck driver and was found in his trailer. That Let me scroll down here to get you guys the real deal. Tamon Blair, a 1-year old black man from Charlotte, North Carolina, was found hung to death inside of his trailer. It was 18-wheeler while working on the road and preparing for the arrival of his child in Fort Wayne, Indiana. The incident happened on 3/15, so 12 days ago, but seems only to have been mentioned on social media. I haven't heard it on the news, and I saw it on social media, so that part of the story is 100% correct. Um, some people are saying he was lynched. Other people saying it was committed suicide. Authorities have ruled it um, a suicide. Either way, horrible to hear about. I mean, someone who's only 21 years old has a baby on the way and got their life together. Um, I mean, the dude was in jail before, got out of jail saying that he was going to, got out of jail saying that he was going to straighten his life away, and that's exactly what this young man did. He graduated from school, straight A's. Um, Found a good job with a trucking company. I don't know. I don't remember what the trucking company was. I thought I'd read it somewhere that they because they're okay. So here's what a commenter said on the story. It says he was found at a local trucking company on Bluffton Road. The coroner said suicide. People are saying the detective. Now here's where people um, here's what people are saying, or a little confusing with foul play and all this kind of stuff. All right. Um, Now it says he was found at a local trucking company on Bluffton Road. The coroner said suicide. People are saying a detective said that there was signs of a struggle and his hands were taped, but employees at the trucking company said that's all untrue. The driver wasn't supposed to be in Fort Wayne. He talked to the office personnel twice. They printed him off directions to Indianapolis, and around 11 went to tell him to move the truck, and that's when they found him. So here's the thing: whether it is or is not a suicide, it's still a shitty uh, turn of events because he does have a baby on the way and family that cares about him and all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, when it's something like this, you're going to have some people that are going to paint it as a hate crime. You're going to have some people paint it as a suicide so that it doesn't look like a hate crime, and no one really knows the truth one way or the other. Either way, it's a crappy thing to happen. So I wanted to go live. There is I tried when I went tried to go live a couple seconds ago. It didn't work. There is a GoFundMe for those of you that are interested for Taymon. All you got to do is Google it. Um, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Frontline. A person who kills himself right before they're about to have a baby. It sounds a little sketchy to me. Could it have been a hate crime? Most definitely could have been a hate crime. Could it have been a suicide? Yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna hang yourself, let's think about this. If you're gonna commit suicide, are you gonna hang yourself in your trailer? Like, is that like your first thought of where you would do something like that at? What probably happened if it was a hate crime is they probably took this young man in a trailer, probably beat the shit out of him, and made it look like a suicide or something like that. You know what I mean? Who the hell knows? I mean, obviously, none of us were there. But either way, no one. I don't think anybody would ever commit suicide. I mean, who knows? You never know who's going to commit suicide. But would anybody would anybody ever commit suicide with a baby on the way? I think the odds go even further down when you talk about that. Either way, just a shitty story. There is the reason I saw this was because Ti had said something about it, and yeah, I don't know, Daniel. There's no. It doesn't say. See now, if the doors were closed, here's a question: if the doors were closed on the trailer, then he couldn't have done it himself. You know, if the doors are closed on the trailer, he couldn't have done it himself because you can't close trailer doors from the inside. You just can't. You can't turn those handles from the inside of the trailer. But regardless, suicide is horrible. Could it happen in our industry? Most definitely can happen in our industry. Why could it not? It could have been a number of things. Either way, it's a sad story. But uh, there's hold on, I'm trying to find the other. Trying to find the other thing right here. Okay, so D. Smith, um, Blair's sister. Um, Teamon says that Teamon went through a rough patch in his life. He went to jail for a year. When he got out, he promised to change his life. He went and got his diploma, had straight A's in high school. He has always been on a honor roll, and finally got his life on track. Had a beautiful girlfriend. Also was having a baby. Landed a job driving an 18-wheeler, and went on the road to make money for his family. Now graduated with straight A's. Really good job. He was on the right track to becoming a great man. And I think that's amazing for somebody to actually say that they're going to change their life, go through those steps. You know what I mean? There is a way to shut the door if you have well, yeah, obviously, but we're talking swing doors here. We're talking swing doors. You don't want to die a frozen death in your trailer. Anybody remember that video? Probably not. Um, but here's what one news station put out. Hold on.
Family and friends of Teamon Blair came together to remember the 21-year-old Charlotte native. He was discovered hanged in the tractor trailer he'd been driving in Indiana. Police say it was suicide, but his family insists Blair had no reason to kill himself and suspect foul play.
We just wanted him to get justice. That's all we want. We just want to find out exactly if somebody did it, who did it, and why. And we want to open it back up to see, like, you can't. It's just a lot of unanswered questions for them to just rule it a suicide and just sweep it under the rug like it was nothing.
His wake was held at Boston's mortuary. Blair's family is calling for police to continue investigating his death.
I'm not sure what kind of trailer it was. I wasn't there. I'm just saying that it's a sad story and it's bullshit that it hasn't been on national news. Whether it be on national news because it was, um, whether it was, I'm just ashamed because I mean, as a truck driver for one, it's a young man for two, soon to be father, uh, all these different things, but nobody hears about it until a rap star shares it out. Like things like this, if it is suicide, then there needs to be more awareness for prevention for people to be able to get help. Different things. Does it affect truck drivers? Most definitely. Most definitely. So let's let's just be more aware of what's going on around us. Anyways, guys, give it a Google, look it up, leave your comments below, and debate it out. I'm sure that some of you are going to think that it's a hate crime. Some of you are going to think that it's fake news. Some of you are going to think all kinds of different things. You know what I mean? But either way, um, it more than likely could have been prevented. Could have been prevented if people close to him noticed that he was, um, you know, depressed or whatever. If people close to him knew that he was having problems or something like that, it can be helped. So yeah, definitely sad situation. Payback. Either way, I got to get out of here. I got some more work to do, and everybody take care. Be safe. Give it a Google. There